My company recently brought defense systems in for a safety training at our office, and what I really loved about it was that through the day there was a safety component, a self-defense component, and an emergency medicine component. So I really felt like a lot of different bases were covered in terms of what to do, how to react in an emergency.
We brought in defense systems for active shooter training, and the goal was to make sure that as a team of all women, that we can both have the team feeling empowered and educated, whether they're here in the office or outside in the real world.
I think I was worried that sort of by participating, it was a tacit acknowledgement of the world we live in. But I think as long as that is the country and the world we live in, it's important to know what to do. And so I found myself walking away staying true to what I had thought before, but also being so much more well-armed about what to do if it comes close to my community.
It's interesting because even talking to the team after, and those that were definitely, there were some that were much more apprehensive than others, there was none. Like, they felt like they could take a deep breath. They felt like they knew whether that they were here in the office or outside, that like they had the toolkit to be able to react, whether it's from in an active shooter situation, whether that is from even on just like the medical training side, like that alone was so valuable.
I have so many takeaways from each section of the training, but the medical training is what I can apply in my life. I have a good friend who's a trauma doctor, and so it was great to sort of chat with him about it after the training, and it was amazing just to hear from him. He was like, that is like so high level. It's stuff that I've been learning over years and years at medical school and in residency, and we got like to the bare bones of it in an afternoon and learned how to handle a lot of different situations. And I thought what was so interesting was that the team shared that it can be applied to a car wreck or something that isn't necessarily violent based. And so I feel so much more empowered going out in the world knowing what I learned.
If I were to recommend defense systems, I would, and I do on a regular basis, whether it's, a place of business, a school, whatever it may be, I would highly recommend it. I think there's a lot of hesitation going into it of like, do we or don't we? And I think a lot of that centers around just the unknown. Looking back, I think one of the most important takeaways for me personally is that I'm no longer intimidated and I feel more empowered to help myself and to help others around me. It's one of the biggest things I could have done for my team this year from a training standpoint.